Welcome back to the 89 Garage. I mean, would you just look at it? Just a little sneak preview of next week's video. But I'm out here, something's on my mind. So, the video for last week, I actually posted, for the thumbnail, something, I can't remember exactly what it says. I actually got this car for $500, something like that. And I got accused of clickbait because $500 plus $3,000 is $3,500. That's how much I got the car for. No, I bought the car for $500. I don't know where you got the $3,000 from, but I'm not anywhere near that. A lot of this is stuff that I've had, traded for, or somebody's given me. Something along them lines. I haven't put a lot into this car. A lot of it's come from these two hands. And I don't do clickbait. That's not anything I'm going to do to you guys. I'm not going to post a picture of something that it's not. Bottom line is I paid $500 for this car, and my goal for this channel is to show you guys that you guys can do the same if you put some hard work into it and do some wheeling and dealing. Back to the video, I just wanted to address that because it's been bothering me since I read it, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm trying to clickbait you. Thanks. Hey, it has been 2 days since we put the clear on Frankie here. And I'm maybe jumping the gun just a smidge, but I have a spot that I can play around with. It's going underneath the hood scoop. So I'm just gonna see what happens. I just sprayed it with water. It's got a little orange peel, little dusting. But anyway, I'm gonna start out with some 1200. I got some soaking right here in this bottle. I don't know, it's the only thing I can come up with. I'm gonna play around with it right here. Right in this area right here though, it's a little more dull than over here. So I'm just gonna play around with it, and if it gets botched, it gets botched. And I'm assuming this clear coat said that it needs to cure at 72 degrees for 6 hours. It's been 80 for several hours today. What do we got in here right now? Yeah, we're over 80 in here right now. So, yeah, I think we'll be all right. All right, we're just a shade into this, and our goal is to make this flat and not see a lot of shine under there. And so far, I think this 12 is what we're gonna need. So anyway, I'm just practicing a little bit under here to see a little more. I'll just show you. You can kind of feel it get smooth on you. You can hear it too. See, it's not taking much. So I'm not 100% sure that this is cured yet. I'm pretty dang sure it is. It feels like it is, but I'm a rookie at this. Yeah, it's getting really smooth, really easy. So anyway, I'm going to step this up to, like I say, this is 1200, and I'll step this up to 1500 now, then maybe go to 2000. There's just a couple little spots here I'd like to try and flatten if I can. I'm glad that I got this little area to practice with, because I don't know a lot about anything at all. Okay. I'm going to step her up to 15 now and see how that looks. All right, just in that little spot, we got her down to 2,000, and I'm going to roll with this Ultra Cut 105. I just went over to Harbor Freight, and I think that says 100 on it now instead of 105. I don't really know. You know, this says it'll remove up to 1,200 grit or finer sand marks, and we didn't go any further than 1,200. So this is the unit I'm rolling with here. It is Warrior. I don't know if it's a Warrior yet, but we'll see. Boy, I don't know if you guys can really see. It's not 100% flat, but it's pretty dang close. And I'm going to tell you, I am pretty dang stoked at the way that looks. Look at the light right there. And when we move over, yeah. I'm not going to get too far into it tonight because I'm not 100% sure that this is cured yet. It feels to me like it is, but I don't want a chance screwing it up, because oh my goodness, I can't believe how awesome that looks. I wish you could see it from here. Yeah, let me turn this around. Look at the reflection on that. Then I come over here and it's nice and clear. We're looking right here. I'm sure you already knew that, but that looks absolutely awesome. Yes, sir. I'm happy. I will also just add that after this step, I'll also be running some polish across it, so it's supposed to bring it out just a little bit more. But oh my goodness gracious, yeah, that's what I always wanted. Okay, so I just want to show this beforehand. I'm gonna play around just a little bit more right in this area, just see if I can make her look good tonight. From everything I've read, it should be good to go. It should be ready. So again, we're going to do 12, 15, then 2,000. I did this last night, failed to film it, but that's very shiny. I mean, can't even hear my fingers going across that, but you can hear that. So that's just kind of a visual, or not a visual, a hearing test for you. I started on the hood tonight. I don't have a lot of time. It's late. I had some personal issues come up today, which has prevented me from doing a lot. But I did decide to come out here and just at least see where we're at with the hood. Those little shiny spots, I gotta try and get rid of those. We'll know that we're flat when those are gone. So I'm gonna get it as close as I can, but this is really smooth. And oh, I also went, where did I put that? I went over and got an ultra fine brush, or pad, I mean, for the dealio there, because it's basically to finish the whole thing with. So I'll probably still continue to use this yellow pad to get where we're going. And then when I actually do the polish, and I'm kind of debating on whether or not to do ceramic right away. Whatever the final product is, it will be, oh, there it is. I'll be using this. This is an ultra fine pad, and this is supposed to be like your final step. So we're bypassing the blue and the green. We were going to the fine with that. Then this is the ultra fine. So anyway, show car finish. Not that it's a show car by any means. Yeah, it'll be able to be seen in a couple shows, but we're getting there. I'm not, again, really worried about right there because got a hood scoop. That's going right on there. Those 6 holes are for the hood scoop. If you are late tuning into the channel, that's why those 6 holes are in the hood. There's number 6. I think after this hood gets done, the rest of it should be, I don't want to jinx myself, but it should move a little quicker after the hood. I'm gut feeling, but I don't know. That doesn't necessarily mean anything at all. But I really want to get this done and try to get it into at least one show before the end of the year. It's September 20th today, and it would be really nice to have this done this weekend and slap it all back together and get a show or two. At least drive it around a smidge. I registered it today. Both of these Fox bodies are registered as antiques, so it doesn't matter anyway. But this county does not have emissions, so either way, I'm good. In the past few videos, I've said it is very hot outside. Well, that is not the case today. It's Friday morning, bright and early. Well, not bright, but early. And it's only 47 degrees outside. But I got to get going on Frankie here. I want to get this thing done. It needs the wet sanding done. Man, I should have shaved. But needs the wet sanding done, polishing done, and thrown back together. And my goal is to drive this to work this week. I've never taken Frankie to work, and I'd really like to get that done. It's been a goal I've had for a while. So Frankie has been to Salt Lake since I've had it. I've taken it to Salt Lake twice, maybe 3 times, but so I'd like to actually take it to work and, you know, just enjoy. I haven't driven a Mustang to work since I moved outside of Salt Lake. Yeah, it's been a while.
A few inches later.
It's nice and shiny. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the way it looks, but there are some light scratches in here, and I went over it last with 2000 grit right there, wet sand, and I'm still getting those. So I don't know if I need to step it up to 2500 or what. Apparently I also didn't get quite enough paint right here, so I'm gonna have to touch up that a little bit. I mean, it's to be expected. Idiot with his first paint job. I mean, I expected it anyway. Maybe you didn't. But anyway, it looks a lot better. I still got the rest of the hood to go through. I was just kind of right here testing. The other thing is my wonderful wife went and picked this up for me yesterday, so I could do some of the parts that are a little harder to get into, like right along here. I really and truly don't think I'm gonna do anything with the ground effects except just run some polish over them. They look good enough for me. Honestly, that gray laid down better than the blue. There are times when I'm sitting out here and I wonder, man, what would this thing look like if I had gone all the way gray? Maybe someday, I don't know. That's going to be the beauty of Frankie. If I don't like it, I'll change it. Right now I like it, but my head wonders about the gray. I can't be the only one like that, right? Tell me down in the comments if you guys are the same way, where you do one thing and you think, what would have happened if I would have done the other? I'm always second guessing myself. As you guys can see, it does have a nice little shine to it now, which it did not have before because of the orange peel. There is a lot of elbow grease in that thing already. I'm really hoping that once I get to the sides, it won't be so bad. I think I've mentioned in some of my earlier videos that I have a torn rotator cuff in both shoulders. So this is extra taxing on me. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for me or something like that. I'm just saying this is kind of taking a lot out of my arm to do all this wet sanding. I have an agreed value policy on the 8.9 of $30,000. And I've actually contacted my agent yesterday about putting an agreed value on Frankie. And they need pictures of the exterior, the interior, and the motor. So I need to try and hustle and get this all done so we can get a policy on this thing. Right now, since I'm not really driving it, it's just a liability on it right now. So okay, just bringing you guys back in for a minute, just show you where I'm at with sanding this down. I'm doing my best to get all that down. I'm having a heck of a time. I've put a lot of time into this thing already, and I want to make it as flat as possible, and that just might be what it is. It appears that at some point in painting or clearing, something red landed right there. So I got that to fix. I got a couple things to fix, but I mean, it's nothing huge. I mean, honestly, I could probably get away with just doing this right now on this side. I've put more time into this side so far than this side, but you can tell right here that it's kind of, this is what you call orange peel right here, and then these here, I don't know what you call them in the printing world. This would be called something like a hickey. So that's what I'm going to call it here. Well, looks like I got to get into here a little bit. I'm just and it feels really smooth for the most part. I mean, I can feel a little bit when I go over like this, but that's what we're shooting for the whole hood, something like that. I'm loving it. I made a boo-boo. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I made a little boo-boo right there. I stayed on that thing a little bit too much with the wheel, and I got a little hot, so I got that to fix. I got 3 or 4 spots that need to get fixed, but overall, I'm really happy. If it looks like I just got ran over by a Mack truck, it's because I feel like it. This car has been all I've looked at all day. Here it is. This side here, I need to get into it a little bit harder than I did. It's not perfect, but it's Frankie. Welcome to tomorrow. Oh, I think I was supposed to say, oh, it's a brand new day. Something like that. Yeah, it is. It's a brand new day. I just Came out here, started piddling around. Actually, last night I came out here and stuck the headlights in it. I gotta mess with this gasket here a little bit still, but and I probably need to align them, because I don't think I aligned them before, because I knew I was tearing this all back off. Anyway, so I need to align that at some point before I drive it at night. And I think now that I've got this in the car, or in the garage, I think I went a little bit too hard on my sanding. So that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm moving along to other things because I don't really need to have that done right away. I'm trying to get the pictures taken for the insurance. And anyway, so right now, I've got, well, as you can tell, the metal door handles for Frankie right here. And I also have the lock set that I got from Classic LEDs, which will make this thing all one key. So the same key will unlock the doors, the hatch, start the vehicle, and open the glove box. So I got those things to do, got the quarter windows to put on. I think on a GT, this has to come back off in order to put the trim on the windows. Got the drip rail and the stuff for up front, cowl, wiper arms. I got all kinds of stuff going on today. And then assemble the interior. So hopefully I can get pretty far and deep into this today. I don't know yet. I've got a couple other things going on that may prevent me from getting as far as I want to, but some more stuff's going to happen today. Got the door handle in on the driver's side. Now I'm going to start putting this in and trying to figure out. I think this goes on this side. Let's have a look. One thing is you can actually buy these gaskets that go back there from LMR. The kit that Travis at Classic LEDs sells comes with those as well. So if you're looking to one key yours, he's the guy to talk to. Man, it's not fit. Got it. Well, before I get too far into that, I'm going to take that little nub off there. So the only thing holding this in is this clip right here. Travis told me that the stock clips are better than these. You just kind of slide that in. But I don't know where my stock clips went. So we're going to try those out. So the door lock is in. I'm about ready to put this quarter window on. And I'm just showing you. So I went around all this, the mating areas on both the window and the car with acetone. Right there. And so when you put this stuff on, I'm just going to show you what I do. So I don't really want to touch this stuff. Number one, it's sticky, and number two, it can affect the seal. So if you need to like push this stuff down, just get a piece of the backing material and go around and just make sure. I mean, I think we're going to be fine once those nuts kind of suck that thing in there. I'm excited to see what this looks like on there. All right, so I don't know that a lot of people know that these even existed, but I don't think a lot of people also know that those exist. The gasket that goes on the back of the door lock. This gasket is made to sit right here and keep the water out from the window. I'm going to pop this out. Hold it up and we'll just have a look. I don't know, maybe this is actually supposed to go on the, maybe it goes directly on this. All right, here we are. It's a little bit off the way it fits, but that's fine. I'm gonna stick this thing in there, and yeah, this door will be about complete. By the way, that rail, right, my hands are full, but the black rail right there, I gotta buy new ones. Those things, it's ugly. I tried painting it, and it looks somewhat okay, but nope. So I think I'll buy some new ones and put them on the 8-9 and stick these over here on Frankie's. All right, so there it is. I wasn't too good at recording today. It does need some work still. A little buffing and polishing still needs to be done. The interior needs to be put back together as well. But I'll tell you that all this has come together pretty well. I just, like 5 minutes ago, ordered some more of those. I'm going to take this off to do the molding, and at that point in time I will buff and polish under here and sand, all that stuff. I really wanted to get this thing to where I could drive it, and I did today. I mean, it's a really fun car to drive. It sounds amazing. It drives, you know, it needs an alignment, but I figure I'm going to be lowering it. There's no sense in getting an alignment until then. Lots of stuff still needs to happen. I hope that you guys are excited about this as I am. It's not perfect, and I never intended it to be, but I will tell you that it is better than I had anticipated. I absolutely love this car. I have since I bought it, but this just adds right to it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate all the subs. I got a lot of subs since the last video, and I really appreciate it. Keep them coming, guys. I'd really like to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Thank you guys so much. Bye.